Hope you guys can hear me now. I think there was some echo, but I think I got rid of it. Hello. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope that you all had a great weekend and that you're so excited for the week ahead. I am very excited to be here with you today. I'm also very excited for the week. Just excited about a lot of things. You know, life is just good. Is anyone else feeling like that lately? Like life is just in a really great chapter right now, because I sure am. It feels good to be here. And I really have the mindset that it never needs to go backwards. It can only get better after this. So I hope that you guys are feeling excited and motivated and like you're in a really good place in life as well. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about a powerful thing I do with my clients. Let me go ahead and write on Instagram so that people can know what they're talking about when they come on. And we'll go ahead and get started. And so whether you guys are joining on the replay or if you are joining live right now, let me know where you are joining in from. Oh my God, my best friend Ariana just joined. Hey, Ariana, if you're here. I just interviewed I just interviewed Daryl for my podcast. You guys, shout out to Ariana. She is the best friend ever in the world. We were roommates our freshman year randomly in college, and then we ended up living together for like 7 years until I moved in with my now fiance, and she's the best friend ever. And for all you entrepreneurs out there, keep the friends that you had before you started close, because they are with you every step of the way and they are the best. I'm very fortunate to have you. I love you, Ariana. Okay, we are going to move into today's topic. So let me go ahead and get started. And we are going to talk about the benefits of doing a VIP coaching day and what it might mean for you. Maybe you want to do one, maybe you want to host one, who knows? We're going to talk about what they are and you can decide for yourself. So, hello, visionaries. Welcome back to the Your Biggest Vision Show. I'm your host, Leah, and I am excited to be here with you live on Instagram and Facebook, just like every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love coming on with you guys live and chatting with you guys, getting excited for the week, feeling really grateful for all the incredible opportunity at our fingertips, especially at the beginning of a new week. It really is our chance to start from scratch, make whatever we want out of the week. And remember that, you get to design every single day of your life. It is such a privilege and it is such a gift. And if you're listening to this and you're thinking, I don't feel like I have control over my life, well, you can change that. You can change that today. That can be your to-do this week, is to find more control over your life. That's what this is all about, is having that freedom. So hopefully you are feeling very free and inspired this week. And hopefully you are feeling inspired to up-level your own business. And that's one of the big reasons I wanted to talk to you today about in-person coaching, because it's both an incredible experience for you if you are an entrepreneur or of any kind. Sometimes you can do a VIP coaching day if you are if you have a health coach, or if you have a speaking coach, or if you have a career coach or anything like that. It doesn't just have to be entrepreneurship, but I want to talk a little bit about the power of doing a full day of coaching work, both as someone who is a coach and does it with my clients and can do it, hiring someone to do it as well. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've noticed probably that I have been traveling all over the Northeast lately. I've been doing a lot of VIP days with different clients around this part of the country. It's been so great. And I just wanted to come and, pull back the curtain a little bit and really tell you, what they're like, why I do them, what my clients get out of them, and whether or not, if you are thinking of one, what could be right for you. But it's really just a behind the scenes. I know these were things that I wanted to know when I was starting out. I didn't really know what the deal was, if it was going to be powerful, etc. And so I just wanted to come talk to you about it today. And if you guys have any questions about VIP days, what they are, why they're helpful or whatever, let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to come touch on it. So logistically speaking, a VIP day with me typically looks like this. It usually goes for 6 hours straight. So from either 9 to 3 or 10 to 4. I am a morning person, so I like the 9 o'clock slot, but most people do the 10 to 4. And logistically, that does have some easier things with it. So within that, we do usually 3 coaching sessions. So 1 before lunch and then 2 after lunch, unless we do the earlier, then it's the reverse. There's room for flexibility always. That's really important. But I also really think it's important to go into them with clear outcomes, clear goals, and a clear outline for what you're going to spend the day doing, because you don't want to waste that precious time together. It is really powerful. And we're going to talk about why it's more powerful than virtual coaching in just a second. But that's pretty much the layout. There's usually a lunch in the middle, and we typically work through that lunch, even if it's just sort of conversational. It's definitely a powerful time. And it's really nice because it allows you to be a little more relaxed. You're not just trying to churn out work, but you can be more collaborative and creative, and you can brainstorm and you can think about big picture things, ideas, next level things, etc. during that lunch. We usually end the day with a glass of champagne, and then more often than not, my clients will go and have a massage at the end of the day because it is a pretty heavy day, but it's also a day with a lot of gifts. It's really a gift to yourself to give yourself a whole day to focus on nothing but whatever goal that you're working on. And you might be thinking, not really, like I work on my business maybe all the time. Maybe you're full-time in your business, so you do it every day. But there's something really remarkable about turning off your phone, turning off your email, letting people know that you're not available that day, and giving the space completely to your highest thought processes. And that is something that we don't do enough at all. In fact, a lot of my clients, when I do a day with them in person, they've never done that since they've started their business. Especially some of them are mothers. Some of them, have other obligations. Like they don't know what it's like to do nothing for a whole day except focus on themselves and focus on this one dream. And in my case, focus on their businesses. So as you can imagine, it's very, very powerful. The things we talk about are powerful. The energy is really powerful. And that's why I think champagne and a massage at the end is the perfect way to top it off, because it really is a signification. Is that the word I'm looking for? It really signifies total dedication to yourself, total commitment to yourself, putting yourself first, and knowing that you are always, always, always your own best investment. And that includes your health and wellness, obviously. So with that, let's talk about the 4 gifts that you give yourself when you do make this decision to do a VIP day or an in-person day of sorts. And they really are truly gifts. I have very strong, clear opinions about that. The first gift you get if you do a full VIP day is the gift of speed. So when you truly don't have your cell phone ringing or your emails coming in or your child hanging on your leg or other to-do lists hanging over your head or your apartment to clean or whatever else, and you are completely in the zone, and you are in the zone like in the most supported way. These VIP days, they have like constant flows of tea and coffee, and you're constantly hydrated, and you eat really healthy, nutritious snacks, and there's someone waiting on us the whole time. Like you are there completely in your highest zone is kind of the way I think about it. You are like in your highest points of thinking. And so you can imagine how much quicker you can get things done than you ever could if you are in your day-to-day life with all the distractions. So there's that piece to it. That's why the speed is so clear, because you don't have any other distractions. But the other reason things get done so quickly and so efficiently in VIP days is because I'm there and I'm there to kind of make you make decisions quickly. None of this, I have this idea. I'm going to email my friend about it, and maybe a podcaster that I like about it, and see what they say. And I'll put it on my to-do list. Maybe over the weekend, I'll research it a little bit, and then we'll see what it could look like next month or something. Like typically that's how things happen when you work for yourself, when you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're a solopreneur. These things kind of linger for a long time before you make decisions. But if you're in a VIP day, you have no other distraction. Your head's already so in the zone of your business and what your bigger picture goals are that you can make decisions like crazy quicker than you could even believe, because you already know what's in the best interest of your business. You have me there to kind of ask you the right questions so you're not missing anything, and you can make decisions, so incredibly quickly. And then from there, you leave the VIP day just needing to execute. It's not really about the going back and forth or how am I going to make this money? What am I going to do? How am I going to sell it? You know what money you're going to make. You know what you're going to sell. You just go do it. Like we come up with the strategy together, and the way you're able to do it in such a quicker and more efficient way is remarkable. And that's why people's businesses move along so quickly when they do these VIP days. That gift of speed is huge, and it's just not something you can get in your day-to-day life, no matter how dedicated or committed you are. You have other things going on. This one day, you really have the power of just this piece. And so building off on that, the other thing you really get is the gift of focus. You basically, so if you have 6 hours with me, then you can imagine the equivalent to getting 6 straight hours of one-on-one coaching done in one day. So for my one-on-one clients that I don't do VIP days with, that's 6 weeks of work in one day. For my group program students that, they do have calls with me weekly, but they're typically shared with other people. That's like 10 or 12 weeks worth of support in one day. So the amount of focus you can have is unreal. And you can really just imagine the leaps and bounds you can make if you are learning as much as it takes in 2 months in one day. And if you are making decisions that take you 2 months to decide in one day, if you are mapping something out, if you are strategizing, if you are seeing the big picture come together in one day instead of 2 months, you're golden. All you need to do is just cross things off your to-do list after, and you already have the rest done. So that level of focus will also expose to yourself a lot who you are as an entrepreneur. It will really show you, it shines a light on what you might be afraid of, what you might be holding yourself back on. A lot of times we disguise our indecision and our fear to move forward with something with a lack of clarity, or we say that we need to think about it. We want to be responsible. We need to talk to some people about it. We want to get advice. We need to talk to our husbands about it. We need to make sure that we have time to do it, etc. All these things come up and they sound really responsible and they sound like a good idea, but a lot of times there's just some fear behind them. It's about a nerve of doing something new. It's about not knowing if you're going to succeed, etc. All those types of fears are really what's holding you back. And on a VIP day, when all those other excuses are stripped away, you get to shine a really bright light on what's actually going on in your head and what actually is holding you back from starting and doing what you really want. And you don't have excuses anymore. And then you leave and then you do them. So you can expedite your timeline in ways you can't even imagine, because a lot of times you can't even see how much you're holding yourself back. Like we can't often see that within ourselves. We need someone else to kind of call us out for us. And that's what I do. And that's what I'm here to do. Okay, I'm going to take a quick water break because I'm running out of breath. I need to probably stop yelling so much. I just get very excited about this. And we have 2 more. Okay. Oops, just 1 second. Okay, I think we're still working on Instagram. Sorry about that, Instagram. Let me know if we're still working. Okay, we're going to just keep going though. The next huge gift that you give yourself if you do a VIP day and an in-person day is the gift of co-creation. So a lot of times my job as a business strategist and coach is to help my clients strategize whatever next move they're making in business. And so whether that's a launch or a new website or selling something, or they want to get better at sales, etc., I'm there to help them with these specific projects and whatever specific hurdles they're going through. When we are in a VIP day together and we both are incredibly focused that way, and we're in the real depths of your strategy and your vision and your goals together, it's more of a co-creative process than it is me giving you advice. Now, my one-on-one program, my one-on-one work and my Scale Your Side Hustle and other group programs are still co-collaborative, but there's something about being in person where you are truly next to each other, thinking and brainstorming with each other and having me to bounce ideas off of, but me knowing exactly what you're good at, what you're not good at, where you hold yourself back on, where you don't, where you really think creatively, where you might fall short. Then it becomes, I'm so invested in it at that point. I'm so there with you to make sure that this happens. And that's one of the very powerful parts of co-creation is you're really you're not doing this on your own anymore. You kind of have a co-founder for the day and for your ideas. It's not just like that day, but as you're coming up with ideas for the month or for even several months at a time on a VIP day, you basically have a co-founder who's going through these ideas with you and making sure that they are in the best interest of your business, and it really helping you look at what they could look like in practice and in real life. And then the final gift that you can give yourself when you do a VIP day is the true gift of depth. And this is, I think, the most important one, and the one where people see the most of a difference is you really don't have anywhere to hide. And I've kind of been alluding at it throughout this whole podcast episode. But it's this idea of not being able to hide behind your own excuses or your own fears or your own reasons for not doing something, because you have me there to continually ask you what's really going on and why you really don't think that this is a good idea, or why you haven't done it yet, or why you think you might not be able to do it, or why you're not reaching your sales goals yet, or why you haven't started selling something yet, or why you haven't quit your 9-to-5 job yet. These things aren't mysteries. These things are all in your control today. But unless you really take the time to get deep with what is going on underneath and why they haven't happened, and what about your business or your marketing or your own mindset is preventing those goals from happening, then they're going to keep happening and you're going to stay stuck. And when you have a full day in person, it's sort of like a very extended therapy session, but in a more positive light. I'm not trying to say therapy is negative, but we're not looking a whole lot in your past. We're looking at your future. We're looking at what's next for you. We're looking at what you could be doing and your potential, and stripping away anything that could hold you back from those goals. So that is what VIP days look like for me. They are one of my absolute favorite parts of my business. They are emotional, they are hugely productive, and they are a really incredible way to just bring the human interaction and bond back into business and into online business in particular, where so much of what we do is virtual and so much of the work we do with our clients and our own mentors is online. It's a way to come back and be together and remember that the human connection is the most powerful way to co-create, to learn about others, to learn about yourself, and to make your dreams come true. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. And if you are ever interested in a VIP day or VIP intensive, you can go to urban20something.com/VIP-intensives. You can see the whole luxury experience they come with. There's suites involved, champagne involved, massages involved. And it's not just the day that you work with me, it's a full month of work, considering the before and after support. But that one day is where the magic really happens. And if you yourself are an entrepreneur, you may want to consider offering these within your business because they are hugely fulfilling. It's amazing to see what your clients do in just one day. All right, visionaries, I hope that this inspires you to go after your biggest visions, and I will talk to you very soon. Have an amazing week, and I am cheering for you all.